He had everything, except time. And he only realized it on the day he found out he was dying. His name was Lucas, a successful entrepreneur at 42. Big house, luxury car, a schedule packed down to the minute. A $10,000 watch clung to his wrist, not to tell time, but to remind him time is money. Lucas never ate lunch with his family. "I'll make it up to them later," he said. He never learned to play the guitar, the childhood dream he quietly buried. Someday, he told himself, when things slow down. He once loved a woman deeply, but left her behind because his career was at a turning point. "When the timing is right, I'll come back," he promised. But the timing never came. One morning, Lucas collapsed in his office. Stage 4 cancer, 3 months to live. 3 months for all the laters he thought he had. That night, alone, he opened his laptop. Inside the folder titled Personal Goals were dozens of files. Book, outline, docs. Trip with Dad, plan, XLSX. Marriage, proposal, letter, draft. Each one unfinished. And one question kept echoing in his mind. Have I truly lived, or just postponed a life worth living? Lucas didn't get another chance. But you do. And if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. What you're about to hear are 7 Stoic truths, raw, uncomfortable, but necessary. They won't make you feel good, but they might finally wake you up. If you have the courage to stay until the end, you will never live the same way again. 1. You are procrastinating and losing your life. There's something we all say quietly, casually, almost without thinking. I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll change. Tomorrow, I'll finally chase what matters. Tomorrow, I'll be the person I keep imagining in my head. But tomorrow is the most beautiful lie you've ever believed. It comforts you. It tells you time is on your side. It whispers, relax, there's still space to become who you were meant to be. And so, you wait. But time doesn't wait with you. It keeps moving quietly, relentlessly, without asking permission. And every day you postpone your life. Every morning you wake up and say, not yet. You're not standing still. You're disappearing. You could leave life right now. Marcus Aurelius. That's not a threat. It's a reminder, because you don't need more time. You need more courage. The truth is, you're not procrastinating because you're lazy. You're procrastinating because you're scared. Scared to fail. Scared to look foolish. Scared to start small, be seen stumbling, not be good enough. But no one ever felt truly ready. The people you admire didn't wait for perfect timing. They just started. They moved forward uncertain, afraid, unprepared. And that's what made them unstoppable. You keep waiting for the right mood, the right moment, the right version of yourself. But the longer you wait for perfect, the further you drift from progress. There is no perfect moment. Only this one, this breath, this heartbeat, this second. And right now, you have a choice. To keep watching life from the sidelines, or to step into the arena even if you're trembling. Because one day, you'll realize that "I'll start tomorrow" was just another way of saying "I never will." So don't wait for fear to leave. Act with it. Start right now. 2. You're chasing what doesn't make you happy. Money, recognition, achievement, fame. You tell yourself that once you have them all, you'll finally feel complete. That happiness is somewhere just beyond the next milestone. That fulfillment will come when you win enough, earn enough, prove enough. But when you get there after all the effort, all the late nights and silent sacrifices, you don't feel full. You feel empty. Like drinking seawater, the more you consume, the thirstier you become. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus. You don't need more. You need to desire less. You see, the world has tricked you. It dressed the chase in gold and applause. It told you that happiness lives in numbers in your bank account, your follower count, your titles. But have you ever stopped to ask, where am I rushing to and why? The people closest to death don't regret not working harder. They regret not loving deeper, not laughing louder, not living more freely. They don't wish they had built a bigger brand. They wish they had held their mother's hand one more time, watched the sunset without checking the clock, said I love you without fearing how it would sound. Because that is real wealth. A conversation that touches your soul. A walk with someone you'd die for. A moment where you're fully yourself with no performance, no mask, no pressure to be more. Don't sell your soul chasing things you can't take to the grave. No one writes your net worth on your tombstone. So ask yourself, are you building a life that looks successful? Or one that actually feels meaningful? Because when the lights go off and the applause fades, the only thing that will matter is how deeply you lived and how honestly you loved. 3. You are stuck in the past. You keep replaying it. That mistake, that heartbreak, that one decision you'd give anything to undo. You lie awake at night thinking, if only I had said this. If only I had done that. As if the past will hear you. As if it still belongs to you. But here's the truth. It doesn't. What's gone is gone. And yet you're still giving it power. You're letting ghosts decide how your story unfolds. Each of us lives only now, this brief instant. Marcus Aurelius. Read that again. You're not suffering because of what happened. You're suffering because you refuse to let it die. You carry pain like it's proof you once cared. You wear guilt like it's punishment you deserve. But none of it changes anything. The past won't rewrite itself just because you keep bleeding over its pages. Let me ask you this. If you were driving a car but only stared at the rearview mirror, where would you end up? Exactly. You'd crash into what's right in front of you. That's what living in the past does. It blinds you. It buries your present beneath what can no longer be fixed. And here's the hardest part. No one is coming to save you from it. Not the person who hurt you. Not the version of yourself who made the wrong choice. Only you can set yourself free. Forgive not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Learn not to rewrite what was, but to finally move forward. Let the past be a chapter, not a cage. You can remember without reliving. You can grieve without surrendering. You can carry the lessons, not the chains. Because life isn't happening behind you. It's happening right now. And every moment you give to regret is a moment you steal from the life still waiting to be lived. 4. You resist change, even when it's saving you. We say we want to grow. We say we want to become better, freer, stronger. But deep down, most of us don't want to change. We want comfort disguised as progress. Familiar pain over unfamiliar healing. We cling to relationships that no longer serve us. We stay in jobs that slowly kill our spirit. We hold on to identities that no longer fit just because they're safe. Why? Because change feels like death. It asks us to let go of what we know before we see what we'll become. But here's the Stoic truth. Nothing in this life stays. Not people, not seasons, not even you. All that happens is as habitual and familiar as roses in spring and fruit in the summer. Marcus Aurelius. Everything has its time. And when that time ends, no matter how tightly you hold on, it slips through your fingers anyway. You fear change not because it hurts, but because it reveals how little control you truly have. But isn't that freeing? You are not made of stone. You are not a monument meant to stay the same. You are a river. And rivers don't fight the current. They flow. So stop clinging to what's already trying to leave. That version of you, it was necessary, but it's not meant to come with you into what's next. There's a story of a samurai whose house burned down. Everything he owned gone in a night. He didn't scream, he didn't weep. He looked at the ashes and said, "Good, now I am free to begin again." Can you do the same? Can you welcome change not as a threat, but as a quiet invitation to evolve? You don't have to enjoy it. You just have to accept it. Because what you resist persists, but what you embrace transforms you. And until you stop fighting reality, you'll keep losing battles that never needed to be fought. 5. You try to control what isn't yours. You plan everything. You try harder, think smarter, love deeper, believing that if you just give enough, life will obey. But it doesn't. You gave your all to that relationship, and they still left. You worked late nights, chased perfection, and still got passed over. You tried to control the chaos, but the storm came anyway. And now you're exhausted, not because life is unfair, but because you're trying to hold the wind in your hands. Let's face it, you're trying to control what was never yours to begin with. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle: some things are within your control, and some things are not. Epictetus. You can't control other people. You can't control outcomes. You can't even control the next minute with absolute certainty. But you can control one thing: how you respond. And that changes everything. The Stoics didn't teach resignation. They taught discipline of focus. They taught us to stop wasting energy trying to bend the world, and start bending ourselves to meet it with strength. Imagine standing at the edge of the ocean, furious that the waves won't stop. You scream, you fight, you beg them to calm, but they crash anyway. Now imagine learning to surf. That's the Stoic path. Not control, mastery. Not perfection, presence. You don't need to fix everything. You just need to fix your relationship with what's not yours. Let go of the illusion that you can force people to love you, that outcomes can be guaranteed, that life will follow your script. It won't. But when you stop chasing control, you'll discover something far more powerful: peace. 6. You fear death, but not a meaningless life. You're afraid of dying, but you're not afraid of waking up every day and feeling nothing. You fear the final breath, but not the thousands of empty ones that come before it. And that, my friend, is the real tragedy. We avoid thinking about death. We distract ourselves. We pretend we're eternal until life proves otherwise. But if death is the ultimate end, then isn't a life unlived the ultimate failure? It is not death that a man should fear, but never beginning to live. Marcus Aurelius. Think about today. What did you do that truly mattered? What did you give your soul to? Or was it just another loop? Wake up, scroll, work, numb out, sleep, repeat. You're not living. You're existing on autopilot, waiting for some mythical someday when life will finally begin. But someday never comes. The truth is, living with purpose takes more courage than facing death, because it requires you to break free from comfort, to say no to mediocrity, to do things that scare you, stretch you, expose you. It's far easier to keep drifting than to ask, what sets my soul on fire? And even harder to chase it, especially when no one else understands. But here's what you need to hear. You don't need 50 more years. You just need one bold moment. One decision to stop wasting time. One commitment to stop living small. Because when your time does come, it won't be your money, your trophies, or your followers that matter. It will be the lives you touched, the dreams you dared, the moments you felt truly alive. So stop fearing death. Start fearing a life that ends before it ever really begins. And remember, you don't get to choose how long you live, but you do get to choose how deeply. 7. You avoid silence because you're afraid of yourself. Imagine this. No phone, no music, no scrolling, just you and silence. How long could you last? Most people can't sit with themselves for even 5 minutes. They panic, fidget, reach for anything that can fill the void. But the silence isn't empty. It's honest. And that's what terrifies you. Because in silence, there's nothing left to hide behind. No filters, no distractions, no noise to drown the truth. Just you. Raw, unfiltered, undeniably you. People seek retreats in the mountains, by the sea, in the countryside, but the greatest retreat is within. Marcus Aurelius. And yet we run. We run from quiet mornings. We run from long walks with no headphones. We run from our own thoughts like they're enemies. Why? Because deep down we know. We've neglected parts of ourselves for far too long. We've buried pain under productivity, shoved truth beneath entertainment, numbed loneliness with noise. But here's what the Stoics understood. Silence isn't weakness. It's a weapon, a mirror, a doorway. Only in silence do you meet the real you, not the version you post, not the one you perform, but the one who aches, questions, remembers, longs. And until you can sit with that version of yourself, you'll never truly be free. So try it. Turn everything off. Close your eyes. And just listen. What rises is not to be feared. It is to be welcomed. It is the beginning of awareness. And awareness is the birthplace of transformation. You've spent your whole life running. But maybe what you've been trying to escape is the exact thing that can save you. Conclusion. The choice is yours. You can close this video and go back to your old life. Or you can let it change you. Awakening isn't comfortable, but it's real. And once you're awake, you can't go back to sleep. Begin at once to live. Count each day as a separate life. Seneca. You can't control the world, but you can control yourself. And in the end, that's the only power that truly matters. If you're ready to stop existing and start truly living, comment "Truly Live" below. And subscribe to the Stoic Habit, where you don't just hear the philosophy, you become it.